Right, so now let's start taking a look at the various series of products available from Alualpha. The Alualpha casement window handles come under the range of Global series, the Millennium series, and Reflex Plus, Reflex Curva series. Okay, in the Global series, this is a handle that is used for multi-point locking S-packs. It can also be used in UPVC work. This is the 608 handle, and the dimensions, if you notice here, are 21.5 and 21.5. These holes, the one at the top and the one at the bottom, is meant for fixing the handle to the profile with these screws, and the hole in the middle is for the spindle of the handle to go in and engage with the mortise portion of the S-pad. This dimension, the PCD of 43 and 21.5, 21.5, and the diameters are standard for UPVC all over the world. So this handle can also be used for a UPVC application as well. In the Global series, this is the 615 handle. The 615 handle is used for doors, and in the 615 series handles, these are the matching dimensions for the handles. You need to drill 2 holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom, and one for the spindle to go through. That's the spindle here. You see the spindle over here, and this is used for a maximum width of profile of 75 millimeters. This is another handle, the 605T, used for the doors. Again, mortise locking of doors, and the dimensions for machining the profile are given here. The spindle is, the maximum distance the spindle can cover is 55 millimeters, as opposed to the 615, which can cover up to 75 millimeters depth of profile. Here, the maximum depth of profile that this handle can accommodate is 55 millimeters. The 620 handle, if you notice this handle, the screws are coming from the other side, and if you notice the profile, if you will remember in one of our previous sections, we've looked at this kind of profile. It's a Z profile, as you see, it's a Z shape, which means it's an inward opening. Now, inward opening windows are not very common in India. In India, we have 99% outward opening windows, and therefore this handle is not much used, because in case you try to fit this handle on a T section instead of a Z section, the Z section where you're fitting the handle, you can see that the section thickness here is not all that much. But if you try to fit this on a T section, then you have to come all the way through the section, through the entire width of the section, and that would necessitate very long screws, which is not possible. Hence, we are not stocking 620 all that much. Okay, 620 handles, of course, that's the fork that you see over here. There are 3 different fork lengths available. The normal 620 has a 21mm fork length, the 620M has a 27mm fork length, and the 620L has a 37mm fork length. However, as I said, this handle is not much in use in India. The 620K is a variation or a variant of the 620. It's meant for inward opening profiles. The only difference between 620 and 620K is that the 620K carries a key, and as in all products of Alualpha, one key is good to open all the handles. So this is a kind of a master key that comes with the handle. You have again 3 different fork lengths here, 21, 27 and 37 millimeters for 620K, 620MK and 620LK. The 610 handle, our star product from the global series of aluminium. This is meant for use on T sections, although the section shown here is a Z section in the catalog, but this is good for a T section because the screws are from top of the handle, not from the other side as in the case of 620, and therefore this handle is available in our stock most of the time. Here you see again there are 3 different fork lengths for 6110, 6110M and L of 21 millimeters, 27 millimeters and 37 millimeters respectively. The 6110K, like the 620K, is a variant of the 6110 handle, 610 handle, and this has a key attached to it. The fork lengths remain the same, 21, 27 and 37 millimeters. So you can have different fork lengths, or you can have larger fork lengths when you have a deeper profile. The 645 handle, again, as you see, the fixing screws are from the other side and not from this side of the handle, meant for inward opening, but then since the screws are from the other side, we have T sections which are outward opening. It's difficult to fix this handle and is not much in use in the context of India. The 642 handle, another important handle that we stock and keep, meant for T sections. Now here is a T section that is shown here. You can see if you try to put the screws from the other side, if you use something like a 620 handle, the screws would have to be put from this end and will need to be that much long. The entire depth of the section will have to be traversed and then it will get screwed in the hole here. Therefore, we will need much longer screws, and different profiles would need different screws. It cannot be standardized. Here, in this case, in the 642, the screw happens to be from the top of the handle. So, therefore, there is no problem with the fixing of the handle whenever we are using either a Z profile or a T profile. So, we stock this handle. Another part to be noted here is that the 642 handle has adjustment here. So what you see over here is actually a place where you can fix something like a pin here. Now here you see the pin has been screwed into the handle, and wherever you want you can move from a distance of 14.4 millimeter, which is the least, up to 25.5 millimeters. So this is a handle where you can adjust where the point you have to place the pin. And with 642, necessarily you will have to order the pin 33030, which is 20 millimeters in length. There is another pin available which is 33031, and that has a length, this length of 26 millimeters, and here this is a M5 threading, 5 millimeter threading. The diameter of the pin is 8 millimeters. Here is the threaded part. This threaded part goes and threads into this portion here, or this portion. So you need 2 pins per handle. .642K, a variant of the 642, and this has key. Again, rest of the things are the same. You need to also specify 2 pins along with the handle. That is, these pins like that, and it has an adjustable length just like the 642, from 14.4 to 25.5. You can have this distance adjusted. The 630 handle has some more variations like the 633. Okay, this also is not much in use in India. The 610 has a distance here of 65 millimeters. However, the 630 handle, this distance is just 43.7 millimeters. So if you have a place where there is not much space available, then you can go in for a 630. However, this also is not stocked most of the time. It comes in two variants, 630 with 19 millimeter length of fork and 630L with 27.5 millimeters length of fork.